Hey, this is going to be my next video on the YouTube channel. So I'm going to review the interiors and the driver's ergonomics of 2022 Audi A3. So let's see how comfortable this car is for the driver as well as the passenger. So when I step inside, the sill touched my head. The distance between the sill and the rocker is pretty small. That's the first thing that I observed when I entered the car. The seats are leather. They're proper synthetic leather and they feel very good. They're very comfy. The steering wheel, everything looks very premium. And the trim, the plastic trim, it has good pattern and it is very ergonomic to touch and feel. I mean, like, it feels very good to touch. And yep, yeah, my first impression when I get into the car, it's so comfy, good, other than my head touching the ceiling. I mean, like, the sill. So we have a good range of seating adjustment. That should be it should accommodate all kind of drivers. So this is technically designed for 95 percentile drivers. So 95% of males and 5% of females should be able to accommodate in the seat, and it has the height adjustment as well. So we also have the lumbar support, which is pretty good. I like that. So, and again, when it comes to steering, the steering, it has synthetic leather and all the controls on the synthetic leather cover, and all the controls on the steering wheel are pretty accessible by my thumb. So I need not get distracted while I'm taking a call, increasing the volume, or jumping to the next song. And when it comes to the hand support as here, so it's pretty convenient. And when it comes to the steering wheel and the steering column, the adjustment of the steering column, so this is a mechanical adjustment. You can push it in, pull it out. This is the maximum position on the top and the bottom. So this is my steering position. So since this is a 2022 model, this car has been maintained pretty good. It's been 3 years. The brakes are still punchy, so the accelerator, that feels pretty good to accelerate. Now coming to the driver's point of view, we have a pretty good range of driver vision. So by just looking at my shoulders, I can look at the blind spots. But for this car, we have blind spot sensors as well. So this is the rear view mirror, and everything is visible, whatever has to be visible on the highway. And when it comes to the rear view mirrors, they are good as well. On the driver's side, you have pretty good vision. So these are adjustable, electronically adjustable, like that. And we also have a little symbol over there which indicates the mirror heating when it fogs up. Yeah, I like the ambience in the car, and we have all the controls that are pretty accessible by the fingers. You can just toggle it using your fingers. Yep. So this is as close as I can get to a driver's point of view while driving the car. So like I said, everything is pretty accessible. The hatchback, you can adjust it by not leaning. It is a 10.1 inch screen, so pretty responsive, and everything in the screen is accessible. You can reach the farthest point on the screen. When it comes to the temperature setting, the fan speed, and all, I like this. This is a kind of the pilot buttons. So just like the aeroplane has on the top, we have this button, and it feels pretty good as well. So when we look from this point of view, it looks like everything is designed according to the driver. So basically this is a driver oriented interior. So everything is accessible for the driver. It is convenient for the driver's hands rather than like they pointing towards the back. So as you can see, all of these are not parallel to the car, but are at an angle for the driver to easily access. So everything, all these buttons, these are pretty good pilot style buttons, so which looks pretty premium, and also the touch of it also feels very premium. When you look at the dash, everything is leaned towards the driver other than the vents that are completely for the passenger. All of these vents. And when it comes to the gear shift, so we do not have a conventional knob. This is an automatic car, the 6-speed transmission. So we have a small knob which you can simply push it with your fingers like that. Change drive, neutral, reverse. We have camera. That's pretty premium that an Audi should have. So just going back to park, just push the button to park the car, and you can release the electronic stopper by pushing it down or pushing it up. Just engage the electronic button. We have a little port that you can charge your mobiles with, and we also have USB-C ports here. We do not have the regular USB ports. So yep. And when it comes to the seats on the passenger car, on the passenger side and also on the driver's side, these have pretty good stitch. This stitch looks pretty good, and they are very comfortable. The seats are heated. You can access the passenger sides seating from here, and they are very easily accessible to me, that's the driver. And all the buttons are like the feel when you touch the buttons is, oh my god, that's really good. So when it comes to the plastic trim, the stitch, it looks premium and it also feels pretty good. And we have a little Audi symbol over here, the logo. So that's pretty much about the front. It looks like a big car, but this is pretty small even for me. So let's explore the back seats. So when it comes to the rear side of the car, or the rear seats of the car, so we have climate control, that's pretty good. And we also have two USB-C charging ports over here, the outlets. So the leg room is very small. So I'm 5'8", and for me it is okay, but for tall people it is pretty inconvenient. And the handrest is very ergonomic, at least for me. So overall the seats are very comfortable. They are the same material as the front seats. They look premium and also feel premium, but the fact that the leg room is way more less than what it is supposed to be for this car is not that something that's great. So now coming to the sun visors. The sun visors do their job. Yeah, just open it up, the light turns on, it turns off. So this should be okay for even shorter drivers. In some cars, this is not sufficient for a short driver. So yeah, this should be sufficient for almost all height ranges of driver. And even on the passenger side, the sun visor should be blocking pretty much all the light. That is something very good. And we have a sunroof. So overall, I love the way the car is built around the driver. Everything is driver oriented, everything is accessible. Even the passenger door, if I just lean in, it is pretty accessible. There are few negative things that I don't like about this car. Is when I enter the car, my head touched on the sill, that's not convenient. So the other thing is, if you're sitting on the back seats, so it's going to be a bad day for you if you are going on a very long trip, because the leg room and the seating position is not very comfortable for the passengers in the back. But it is pretty decent and comfortable for the passenger on the front. And other than that, I did not feel anything that is negative about this car. Overall, this is a pretty good car, and while you're driving, I do not find any big blind spots. So we have the A-pillars, which are obviously the blind spots in all the cars. Other than that, I have a little gap between the rear view mirrors and the A-pillar, so that should give me some room to look at the road if I'm driving on an uphill. So vision wise, it's great. Comfort wise, it is perfect. And accessibility wise, driver's ergonomics, it is top notch. Rear passenger sitting, not that great. And yeah, it is a pretty awesome car. If you're gonna buy this car, it is going to give you a very pleasant experience driving the car.